Sunday, May 28th, Sunday morning. Just had breakfast, just packing up. It's another beautiful day, and I'm by the wheat fields, sun coming up over the wheat fields. First morning in Tuscany. Well, it's 10 to 7, that's a record. All packed up, ready to go. Got up earlier this morning, started stretching at 4:45. Want to be at the campsite earlier or on the way earlier because I've got to search around a little bit. I know roughly where I want to be, but whether or not it's going to work out or not, I don't know. So I want to get an early start, and I need to go to a Eurospin or something because it's Sunday. I don't know what's open, so I'm going to have to rely on bigger chain stores, which I'll have to go and find. Well, it's a nice crisp morning. It was supposed to be 13 overnight. Feels nice this morning to be up going in the cool air. I had the best sleep so far, I think, and I had the worst ground I've been on so far. I think I was just that exhausted. I was a little bit worried about today with this cycleway, with how rough it would be, but it's pretty good. So far so good if it stays like this. So I think there's about, I don't know, 20k of this, more maybe. The other reason I wanted to get away early is it's an east-northeast wind today, and I'm really exposed. I'm not going to have much cover today from hills and trees. It feels good to be away early. I feel like I'm making pretty good time, and it's pretty easy going. Like, it's a little bumpy, but this track's very doable. Quick banana break, and my bike is just covered with this seed stuff. It's everywhere. Well, it looks like there's probably more like 40k of this bike path farm track, but it's fine with me. I'm cruising along. It's pretty smooth. I just had a look at the phone to see where a supermarket was, and there's one near here. But then there's heaps at Arezzo anyway, and it looks like about the same distance I've just come to Arezzo, and I've done about 20. So yeah, probably another 20k on this track. Well, I'm on a road. That might be the end of the bike path, and I'm about 12k out of Arezzo. I've done a bit over 40k. It was about 40k of cycleway, and I did about 10k of cycleway from Tuesday yesterday to get to the campsite, so it's about 50k of cycleway on gravel single track or dual track. Banana break. That's good. I've got 10k left to get to Arezzo. Done 42k, and what's the time? 9:37. So that's great. I wanted to get away early and beat this wind. It's still not too bad, but it does gust a little bit. It's not a straight headwind, but it's a cross headwind, east northeast. I'm glad I got that extra water. I've got one small water bottle left. I've drunk a third of that, so it's going to work out pretty good. But yeah, definitely needed that extra water. Arezzo. Well, that was a bit of a bucking around. I just went to Eurospin, whatever it's called, and again they had the pole out the front that I could lock my bike to. But anyway, I've got enough stuff for tonight. All my bottles are full, and if I can filter water if I need to. I was needing a break, so I made myself coffee, sandwich, tuna and peanut butter. Who would have thought that tasted good? 2 of them, and then a Nutella and peanut butter. All right, feeling a bit recharged. Another 40k to go to San Giovanni. Well, we're off-road. I'm glad to be off that main road, and I just missed this track. And let's hope this doesn't go to shit. I don't need it going to shit on a 100k day. Those pigs just ran up there. I wonder if they belong to someone or if they're wild. They looked wild, black hair.
Tuscany is a captivating region renowned for its timeless beauty. Rolling vineyards, iconic cypress trees, and historic cities like Florence and Siena define its landscape. Tuscany is a hub of art and culture, famous for its fine wines, art treasures, and stunning countryside, making it a must-visit destination.
This leg of the Eurovelo 7 is Arezzo to San Giovanni, which is about 50k, and it's pretty nice so far. You never see a water tap on the outside of a house. I've been looking and looking and looking. The next house I got to had a water tap, I shit you not. All I can think about is jumping in the lake. Ole, ole, ole. Oh, this is so nice. I could just feel the temperature drop when I got in here. This has gotten a bit rougher now, but seems to be fairly well worn. And I just passed a pedestrian walking through, so it's probably well traveled. Hopefully it doesn't, this is not a reroute situation. This has gotten muddy, but it's passable. Wow, this is so nice. So tempted to jump in there. There's some sort of bridge up there, maybe an old train bridge. Decided to push on, not go for a swim. I'm really hoping to get there early. I've been trying to get to my campsite earlier every day, but seems difficult to do that. That's the second time today I found a tap and it's had a hose on it. They don't have hose fittings in Italy. Like, they got clamps, hose clamps. You can't pull them off. And water out the end of a hose tastes disgusting. The problem is it's Sunday. If it's not a big chain store, it's just not open. So there's just nothing in these little towns. I just put a Hydrolyte tablet in my drink bottle, and it's already made me feel better. I just struck gold right through that gate on the wall. There's the tap. Okay, so I'm at the bike path that runs along the river. I remember this from Google Satellite. San Giovanni. Originally I was looking for campsites along here next to the river, but there's a highway over there. I'm going to pretty much start looking for places, because if I get to this lake and it's no good, I might have to come back down here. Well, I just finished the Arezzo to San Giovanni route. That was 50k, and I've put in my route I made at home that goes to the lake. Well, I really hope I can camp up here, because I'm having to climb. I knew I had to climb to get to it, but I didn't think it'd be this steep. I didn't remember it being this steep. Well, I made it. This is the trail I could see on Google Earth. And there's people. Well, that's a shame. That was a really good spot, and there's just too many people, and I don't know when they're gonna leave. If it wasn't Sunday, I think it would have been perfect. I filtered some water, filled up all my bottles, had a swim, washed my shirt, And yeah, we go back to that river with the highway. I found a camp. Got lucky down here. It's a bit, there'll be a lot of bugs. There's water right there. Actually, you might be able to see the bugs. I am buggered. Well, all cleaned up, had dinner. Just got to book a hotel or Airbnb for tomorrow night. And I can relax.
Okay, route notes. I didn't have any problems this day. There was no turning around and rerouting. This is the route between Tuscany and Arezzo that went through the farmland, and this was fantastic. It's actually 65 kilometres and nearly all dual gravel track bikeway through the farms. This is the town of San Giovanni where I started looking for camp and came all the way down here looking for camp. Down here, had to backtrack and go up to the lake. And this would have been just an amazing spot next to the lake. There's nice grass under the trees here. It's nice and shady, but there was just people fishing, swimming all through here. You can see where I went into the trees to check it out, and it was really nice. And I ended up finding another spot next to a little dam down here where the end point is. And I don't recommend this. It was crawling with mosquitoes and it was knee-high grass through here. But in a pinch, it'll get you out of trouble if you've got nowhere else.